Welcome to Koi TV, and we are here at the Nozomi Koi Show. It's June 18, 2011, and I have here the grand champion.
This shiroturi, when I saw this morning, I could not recognize. The reason when I said I couldn't recognize, 2 years ago, when I went to Japan with Joe and Tom and a bunch of people, Tom bought this fish, the breeder named Omosako. It's very, very well-known shiroturi breeder. And I was next to him when he was buying this fish. But 2 years, this fish changed so much, so I did not recognize this morning. Okay, so anyway, this fish was 2 years old when he bought this fish. And it was beautiful, but it wasn't this size. So I was going through that judging this morning. Like I say, I did not recognize. This fish kept very good condition in 2 years, and the sumi is still good, and the white body is so beautiful. So that's why I select this fish a grand champion today. As you know that this morning I was talking about the white body is very, very important. Because of white body, the sumi, the black color will come up. So good. That's why this fish took a grand champion. And I'm sure another few years the shiroturi keep improving. And I know the condition of a fish will become much, much better than what you see now. So this is a nice fish. This is 4-year-old. 4-year-old. Like I say, this is bred by a well-known shiroturi breeder in Japan, the Omosako. So this is the best fish I've seen in as far as the shiroturi. This is a real good, nice shiroturi.
And the owner of Grand Champion is Tom Gates, and he's all the way from California. Welcome, Tom. Welcome to Koi TV.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, I know it's a terrible weather here. It's almost mid of June, and we are still having rain. Yeah.
Well, California has its rain, but not like this.
Not like this. Yes. How many years have you had your shiroturi?
About 4 years.
4 years?
We bought it in Japan about 2 years ago when it was a 2-year-old. And at the time, they just pulled it out of the pond. And we were looking at it. And the color of the black was absolutely gorgeous. It was a very deep black. You just don't see that type of black on most of the shirotsuris in this country.
Yeah,
so
and good pattern. The
excellent pattern.
Pattern was really good.
Yes, it was. And I think Grant mentioned that the shiro did not look as white as he would like to see it, but he didn't recognize it here. And he said that the white was a lot better than he remembered it. And
right.
I think he's right.
Yeah, when we were just zooming through the tanks, that was an eye catcher, definitely, to stop there and enjoy the fish. That was beautiful. It's a beautiful fish. So do you, when you're traveling so much, what do you do as in prep work?
Well, for that trip, it was sort of interesting. I had gone to a koi auction on the internet here and picked out what I thought was a beautiful kahako, and was looking forward to seeing it when I got over there. And the first night over there, Joel and I and a couple of other people were having beer, and Joel was commenting on how nice all the kahakos looked except for one. He was looking at me and I thought, uh-oh, what's coming next? And it turned out that they couldn't find it. They pulled the mud pond and mine was missing.
Uh-oh.
So I thought, well, that happens. And Joel had made the comment, it's buyer beware. And I was very lucky. Sakai offered to replace it, and he let me have a fish that I thought was just as nice. It had a minor flaw in it, but it was just as nice.
Oh, beautiful.
And then from there we went to Atsuro and looked at the shiro at Atsuro's, and I really hadn't planned to buy one. But I was taken back enough by how unusual and how deep the black was on this one. I thought, okay, I'll try it.
Yeah, yeah.
And
But
never regret it.
Shiros is that your best favorite or?
The area that I live in has a pond water pH of about 8.2,
Okay.
so it really favors fish that have black in it. So I look at Showas and I look at Shiro Atsuros, and I think the black develops as good as you can get it. As was mentioned, it really depends on having good genes and good water, and I think the genes on this fish are outstanding.
And have you done any mud pond with this one?
When we got there, it was out of the mud pond and into a finishing pond.
Okay.
And I kept it there for 2 years. It went to the All Japan show and came in second in its class twice.
Wow.
So it's been in the mud pond a couple times.
Congratulations. Wow. So it is a winner. You should
Yes.
you should be really lucky.
Yes, very
Yeah.
much so.
Yeah. When you're looking for Shiros, what do you mainly focus on?
Well, conformation, quality of color, and then finally pattern.
The size doesn't matter. Any size is okay.
Well, when you're buying from these people who specialize in growing show quality fish, you don't worry that much about the size because you know they're all going to get big. Some may get a little bigger than others, but I don't think you worry about that because you don't know which ones those are going to be down the line. And so I picked a fish. This is probably a medium-sized fish with excellent color, and the pattern was good. So
Okay. And how do you how big is your pond?
I have a pond that's 5,000 gallons, and it's got a waterfall in it, so the water's well aerated. And it's two-part. I have an upper pond, lower pond. Lower pond's about 3,500 gallons, and I have a jet stream, so the water's always moving, and that keeps the fish swimming, so they develop their
Yes.
tail stalk, as Grant was showing us.
Yes. So when you're having these Shiros, do you have many Shiros at home?
I have one other Shiro.
Yeah. This is a male, right?
This is a female.
Female. Is that your favorite?
Well,
Out of all the kois you have?
the Shiro? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I have a Kahaku. I've had some Showas. I had one Showa that got badly injured and ultimately died, and it's unfortunate things like that happen, but that's what happens when you have living things. They tend to get injured from time to time. I think my best fish is probably going to be this fish, and it's the one I haven't really gotten to know yet because it hasn't been in this country long enough.
Oh, okay.
But I look forward to having it down in my pond.
Oh, did you ship it here or did you drove?
This was flown over from Japan
Oh, okay.
about a month ago,
Okay.
and then we'll fly it down to the States give it a chance to recover, and then
Yeah.
fly down to the States later on this summer.
Okay. Yeah. Beautiful. So, do you want to say anything to our viewers?
Most of your viewers are koi people already.
Yes, we are. They're all koi.
You know, and I think the one thing I can say, if you get a chance to go to Japan and go to one of the koi farms, it's got to be one of the most inspirational things that you'll ever see. You really can't appreciate the professionalism and the effort that goes into growing great koi until you see some of these farms in action. And so I'd recommend if you can get over there, it'd be a great trip.
Thank you so much, Tom. It was a great pleasure having you on Koi TV, and we really honor your for doing all the things for the show, Shiros. So maybe we can see as a grand champion in any of our shows that we'll be coming to. The California, there's a SoCal and NorCal show, so there maybe we can see one of those.
ZNA in Garden Grove in the spring and San Diego in February. SoCal
Yes.
show. Yeah.
So maybe we can expect this one as a grand champion there too.
I hope so.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, Susan. Thank you.
Bye.